As far as James Harden, I'm not for sure if I believe that will work out. The Laker fan in me is speaking, but also the journalist in me is telling you those
This is the Laker
personalities.
fan talking. This ain't the journalist.
Although, Rich, those personalities. Talk to me about those personalities. Do we
Well,
see them all coexisting harmoniously?
well, and I guess to just finish up this conversation here, because I don't want to keep you. This has been a great conversation, but there's a third man in Kyrie, and I guess I should be like this when I have this conversation, because this is, this is how he showed up, and
Right.
I'm kind of like, what gives? Like, in the same way that you're talking about how the Texans need to cherish something or someone so generationally talented, and also Deshaun, what beats in here, not just as a champion, but as a human, is just such a rare combination that you need to make sure that somebody like that stays on your team. I mean, what sort of situation? Kyrie's won with LeBron, and now, like, I don't know what it is going on with him, but he's with Harden and he's with Durant now, and this is an incredible situation, and it's all set up by the glory that the NBA exists in a pandemic. We're so lucky that we get to talk about it. I can't imagine playing it. Can you suss out what is going on between us? I don't know him. I've never met him. I just can't compute. Anybody?
I did an event with Kyrie this past, I think it was the summer. God, Mondays and Sundays feel the same. So let's just say the last 4 to 6 months. I think it was sooner than that. And it was an event where it was him and Common, and we were talking about supporting Black women more and all the social justice issues happening in the country.
Right.
Kyrie's extremely thoughtful. He's very smart. But he's also, I think he's somebody, and I say this with no inside knowledge. Cari brought it up a minute ago about players who are struggling a little bit more playing under these circumstances than we think that they are. I think this is something that we're seeing with him, because remember, he didn't want to go to the bubble.
Right.
He was ready to shut it down. He did not think the players should be playing. And I think that these issues that have happened in our country, I'm not saying this is 100% the case,
Sure.
but I do think that on a deeper level, seeing everything that happened in this country in 2020, I would not be surprised if, in having, some introspective conversations with himself, if he wondered about what he was really doing with his life and about what his purpose was. I think he strikes me as somebody looking for purpose. And I think he wondered, is basketball my purpose? He brought the family of George Floyd a home. He started a fund for WNBA players who decided to opt out and playing in the Wubble. I mean, he is doing so much on the social and political realm. I did wonder when he took that little time out, is he thinking, like, is basketball really where I want to be right now? Again, I say this with no insider knowledge,
Right.
but this is the impression that I got from him after we did that event together, where he could not have been more lovely, but he's a thinker. He is a thinker.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's very mercurial and he stays in his head a lot. And you always, what happens is we forget, we watch the maturation process, Rich. These kids come in, they didn't socialize the way that we probably think they should. They didn't have this experience, and then we're watching them grow into whomever they think they are. So here he is, I remember him just like when they won the chip, when he was with the Cavs and LeBron and they won a chip, and I see beer bottles and ladies and this, that, and the third. Now he's, taking sage and running it around, the garden. So I'm like, he's been all over, like he's growing. You're right on. And I think he's just trying to figure it out. I think he's very expressive and we're watching it happen. And he's very comfortable being expressive. A lot of people aren't that comfortable. You know what I mean? They wait till they retire to let you see who they are. And he's figuring that out. And he's like, y'all have to see this happen as I'm watching it happen as well.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.